Created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee in 1963's The X-Men issue 4, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, has some of the strangest stories in comics. From her mechanical ex-husband to the many retcons of who her father is, here are things Marvel wants you to forget about the Scarlet Witch. What even is chaos magic? Scarlet Witch started out as a mutant who had hex powers, which basically meant that she could do anything that the writer wanted. Beyond wearing all red, Wanda Maximoff wasn't really much of a Scarlet Witch at all. She wasn't even scarlet on her first cover appearance. She wasn't truly witchy until writer Steve Englehart had her study magic under Agatha Harkness, an actual witch, in 1974's The Avengers issue 128. Later stories would establish that she was gifted at magic because Chthon, the Marvel Universe equivalent to Cthulhu, molded her at birth to be the perfect vessel for his physical form. Add in later retcons involving chaos magic and reality warping, and her powers have remained as ambiguous today as they were when she first appeared.
Her thing is neuroelectric interfacing, telekinesis, mental manipulation.
He's fast and she's weird.
Who's your daddy? While Wanda and her brother Pietro are popularly known as the children of Magneto, that hasn't always been the case. In 1974's giant-size Avengers issue 1, it's established that they were the children of the Wizard and Miss America, superheroes from Marvel's Golden Age. Wanda learns that years later, the Wizard had brought his pregnant wife to Wundagore Mountain, where she died after delivering twins. Notably, this delivery occurred under the watchful eye of the High Evolutionary, a geneticist obsessed with, as his name suggests, evolution. Bova, a talking cow woman, delivered Wanda and Pietro, because comics are weird. This would be retconned in 1979's The Avengers issue 185. In this version, a pregnant woman named Magna appears at Wundagore Mountain to deliver twins, Pietro and Wanda. After she disappears, the High Evolutionary gives them away to a traveling Romani family, the Maximoffs, who raise them until Wanda and Pietro join Magneto shortly before X-Men issue 4.
Then brought to our home by a midwife. Her name was Bova, a most wondrous creature, part human, part animal.
Seriously, who's your daddy? Magneto was officially confirmed to be their father in 1983's The Vision and Scarlet Witch issue 4, finally answering the lingering question of who Wanda's biological father was. But that wasn't the end of it.
We are not your natural parents.
What are you saying?
In 2014's Axis, Wanda discovered that Magneto wasn't actually her father. Later, she discovered that she and Pietro weren't actually ever mutants at all, but regular humans who had been experimented on by High Evolutionary at birth to create superpowered siblings. In this most recent retcon, Wanda's biological family is currently settled to be the Maximoffs. Coincidentally, that revelation happened right around the time that 20th Century Fox had established that they own the film rights to both Magneto and mutants as a concept, but there's probably no connection. Demon babies. For a while, Wanda was married to Synthezoid Avenger Vision. They even managed to have twins together through Wanda's magic. Unfortunately, it turned out that while the children technically existed, they only existed while Wanda was actively thinking of them. The demonic villain master, Pandemonium, stole and absorbed the twins, giving him the unintentionally hilarious visual of a man with babies for arms. It later turned out that the babies were pieces of the demonic Mephisto soul that had been blasted off. When Wanda wanted children, she unintentionally siphoned off parts of Mephisto's broken souls to create them. Agatha Harkness was able to banish Mephisto by erasing Wanda's memory of ever having children, which, thanks to her subconscious reality warping abilities, meant that they stopped existing. Problem solved, right? Avengers Disassembled. In the Avengers Disassembled story arc, Scarlet Witch hits her breaking point after the Wasp accidentally reminds her of her memory-wiped children. The psychotic break that follows features her going on an incredibly violent rampage against the Avengers. Hawkeye doesn't survive, Vision is ripped in half, Agatha Harkness is discovered as a rotting corpse, and Scarlet Witch herself gets put into the custody of Magneto until she can get the help she needs, which is a whole lot of help. House of M. Wanda's reality warping powers and mental break led to the 2005 Marvel crossover event House of M, in which Wanda was coerced into rewriting reality so that mutants are the dominant life form on the planet. When confronted by the various heroes who remembered the old world, Wanda responds to the stress and guilt by erasing the mutant genome, turning almost every mutant in the world into a powerless human. Talk about lashing out. Brotherly love. In the alternate reality of the Ultimates comic series, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver's codependent relationship was rewritten to be almost explicitly romantic between the twins. Worse, in Ultimates 3, the Wasp even chides Captain America for expressing his judgment of their romance by telling him that his World War II sense of morality is outdated in this modern world. Gross. To Avengers, Infinity War and beyond. With all the storylines mentioned above, you might be thinking that the Marvel Cinematic Universe made the right decision to simplify both her origin and her superpowers. A Scarlet Witch not bound by constant family revelations and a codependent brother has a lot of story potential. Still, we'll have to see how that changes as Disney starts to incorporate 20th Century Fox concepts with the planned merger. Whether that means leaning into the magical angle like Doctor Strange or reincorporating her into the mutant world, just about anything can happen.
I can't control their fear. Only my own.
Well, almost. It is probably fair to assume that we won't be seeing Bova the Bovine Midwife or Master Pandemonium and his baby arms on the big screen anytime soon. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.